people love trendy music and false cuts, which is why today I'm going to show you guys a false cut so easy. Your grandmother can do it, and she's, well, we know where she is. So this is a false cut that could be weaved and changed into many different avenues. If you haven't noticed from the hot intro, the false cut looks a little bit like this. So it's one of these false cuts that it's just a lot of stuff going on, and you could make variations of it fairly easily. So without any further interruptions, let's just get into the false cut here. So the first thing you're going to need to do is to grip the cards in this sort of Hindu shuffle position here. Now you could do this false cut from two positions as they like. So you're going to either do it this way, or you could do it from the standard Hindu way. It really depends on your age, sexual preference, weight, and or comfort of your partner, depending on what position. So for this one, let's just start off with this position right here. So it's going to happen, you're going to hold the deck in your right hand, thumb in the bottom here, and obviously the fingers on top. Your forefinger is going to be loose, loosey juice. So it's going to be loose up here, and what's going to happen is it's going to separate just half of the cards here in the right hand here. So it's going to lift up and separate half the cards. That's the first step of this false shuffle here. So the next step is obviously to grab these cards with your left hand. So once again, you're holding the cards in your right hand. You're going to use your forefinger here to separate half the deck, and these cards are going to go in your left hand. Now, in this position, you're going to do the same thing again, this time keeping a break between the halves here. So you notice now my fat little pinky is separating the cards there, and you don't need an Ed Marlowe, I'm about to get shot if I get caught break. You need just a wide enough break, because in a moment you're gonna come sideways with these cards, as you know, my grandmother likes. I'm gonna come in sideways. So your right hand here is gonna come, and using the ring finger and the thumb, it's gonna grab this pile over here, and it's gonna turn clockwise, as the people call it. So what's gonna happen is that now these dirty fingers are gonna grab this pile. So notice, remember that I'm going clockwise here. They're gonna grab this pile over here. Now these are gonna go on top, and of course, remember, my break is still held there. So now I could just come, re-grip the cards in my right hand, and swing cut those bitches over and complete the cut. So that's the cut at its core. You're just essentially doing a little bit of a variation of just a standard, 3-packet false cut here. So because of this could lead into many different avenues. So the first one, just being from a Hindu shuffle position. So instead of using your finger to separate the packets like your mother likes, so you're gonna go and you're gonna grab this half and let it drop onto your left hand. Then you're gonna grab another half over here, let this drop, keep a break. So again, you're doing kind of like a Hindu shuffle meme here. Now you're gonna come and do the same thing. You're gonna come with the right hand here, grab it with the ring finger. You're gonna go through the same procedure here, and then go through and finish off with the swivel cut. So in this case, you're just starting off from that Hindu shuffle position and getting into the same cut. Now, if you want some continuity here, what you could do is you could get to this position in the cut where you have these two halves over here with the pinky break. You could grab this half over here, turn it counterclockwise as you grip this bottom packet, then you turn it back clockwise and drop it. So that way you have a little bit of continuity here. So then the cut would look like this, and it has a little bit of continuity. Then if you want, you could get to this position over here, give a little bit of a swing, and then drop it. Really, the choices are up to you here. This should be called the America false cut, because really it's just leading up to many avenues of freedom with it. But at its core, the false cut is just it's nothing too fancy. It's not any of this Buck Twins Instagram, I'm in front of train tracks, hopefully not getting some sort of venereal disease from a local homeless person. It's not one of those false cuts. It's just a run-of-the-mill false cut you could do anytime, anywhere, in a shower, in front of a dishwasher, just pretty much just casual locations. It's one of those sorts of false cuts, but it's easy enough that even if you are a what do they call it? A piece of shit, you could pick it up pretty easily. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please come up with variations of it so you could impress your friends and family, and tell them that PigCake sent you. Do all the things. Do all the things that people usually get along with on YouTube. You know, I don't really have to say them at this point. I mean, they're just there on the screen. But do those. It makes me a very happy pig. I'm gonna go figure out how to fix an air conditioner without using my hands or having an air conditioner. You again, when I see 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 you again, when I see